Hello, how's it going? My name is McDermott and welcome to my 3-part series where I'll be teaching you everything a beginner lifter needs to know about the 3 main compound lifts. In this video, I'll be teaching you how to perform a squat with proper form and technique. What are the 3 main compound lifts? The 3 main compound lifts are squat, bench and deadlift, which are commonly referred to as SBD. But before I teach you anything, you have to understand what a compound lift actually means. A compound lift is described as any strengthening exercise where you use more than one muscle group at a time. For example, in the squat exercise, it utilizes every muscle in your legs from your quads to your calves, and on a bench exercise, you're using your chest muscles, but you're also using your triceps and your front delts. I am now going to teach you how to set up your squat movement, but firstly, I recommend you squat in a squat rack if possible, because this is the safest way to squat because you can utilize the safety bars if you get stuck at the bottom of a rep, therefore avoiding any unnecessary injuries. Now when you walk up to the squat rack, the first thing you must do is change the settings of the bar holders to whatever is most comfortable and fitting for you, because the last thing we need is you either having to go on your tiptoes or bend down really low to remove the bar off the rack. When the bar is set up correctly, you should be able to bend under the bar and remove it without having any stress. Now that you have the bar set up, the next common beginner mistake is not knowing where to place the bar. Most beginners tend to place the bar either too high in their neck, which causes them a lot of stress and pain, or too low on their back to where it puts their arms in an uncomfortable position. When you get under the bar, you should squeeze your shoulder blades together like so, and then position the bar on the bone you feel at the top of your shoulder blades. This is the perfect position for the bar to sit, as it will not cause you any pain and will not distract you throughout the exercise. So now that you've set the squat up, we will now get into how to perform the movement. But firstly, I recommend you start off with little to no weight in the bar, because increasing the weight with improper form increases your chances of getting injured. Next, you will need to take a few steps back so that you do not collide with the squat rack on your way up or down on the movement, which can ruin your form or in general distract you from the lift. Once you've taken a few steps back, the next important thing is feet positioning. The ideal feet positioning for a squat is usually shoulder width or slightly wider. However, if this is uncomfortable for you, you can try slightly widening your feet to match your body structure better. Another tip that you can do is you can try slightly angling your feet outwards by about 5 to 10 degrees if this makes it more comfortable for you. The next thing you want to do is, well, squat down. When squatting down, however, you will want to try your best to keep your feet flat on the ground. This is once again for stability, which will help maximize your strength output. It is common for a lot of beginners to struggle with this, but not to worry. There are multiple ways to overcome this. The problem you may be having is bad ankle mobility that can be fixed with a variety of stretches, or if your gym has a wood or metal ramp such as this one, you can place your heels on this and continue squatting over time. Your ankle mobility will get better. However, if your gym does not have one of these, you can simply use a couple plates and set your heels on those, which will have the same effect. When squatting down, you want to get as low as you possibly can. You may have heard the term ass to grass. This is what this means. When performing a squat, you want to get as low as you possibly can for a variety of reasons, such as number 1, knee flexion is what causes your quads to grow, which is one of, if not the main goal of a squat. Number 2, studies show that a deeper squat is healthier for your knees. Number 3, if you're looking to go into powerlifting or any competitions where squatting is one of the exercises, your squat will not count if it is not parallel or below. Another tip is, when you're squatting down, you will want to move down slowly, especially as you increase the weight, because moving down quickly with all that weight can add a lot of stress to your knee joints and cause a lot of pain and even lead to an injury. When coming down, you will want to once again brace, and then when coming up on the movement, exhale the air when needed. When coming up on the squat, a common beginner mistake is pushing your knees inward. This is once again detrimental for your knees. What you should try to do instead is that you should try to keep your knees neutral or slightly push them out. Accessories for the squat which I recommend are a good pair of knee sleeves. Knee sleeves provide compression to the knee joint, keeping them warm throughout the working set. They also, at the bottom of a rep, keep your knees stable, therefore avoiding any uncomfort. Another accessory which I recommend is a good weightlifting belt. Belts are essentially just something to brace against and keeping your form stable throughout the rep. This has been part 1 of my 3-part series. Thank you for watching and stay tuned.